actually getting off on the bleeding, actually seeing this boy in pain, hearing them cringe and actually make noises and beg them to take all this dick up out of here because I can't handle this. It's too much. This is too big. This is too painful. And they will actually coach these boys. No, take it anyway. You can take it. You can handle it.
Young gay guys better learn some lessons then.
But they do it to women. That's the point I'm making. It's the same act. They do the same attitude. It's just a different gender. But the act and the idea is the same. So I want to say that before I actually get into that part about how to please, things that men need to know, because it's a lot of these young boys that'll do anything. They need to be loved as insatiable, and they getting played by these men. These men are running games on them. Then you got these wealthy white men that will come into a black neighborhood where there are black males prostituting, that will pick up these young black boys and have these boys screw them all in their ass, and then they go home to their wives.
Yeah.
Or they'll go,
their children.
They have an addiction to have these black boys filling them up with black dick. And that these boys running all up in their mouth and bending them over and dominating them and busting their asshole out, then they feel satisfied. They feel rejuvenated. They've gotten this pressure off of. They feel this ejaculation, this gratification, because they coming like this. And they lead them black boys right over there where they found them, give them, $3 or $4 or a damn crystal snack or something. And going on.
Man. Crystal snack.
What you mean, Crystal? I mean, one of my friends was telling me last night on his side of town he lived on, it was some good-looking black boys, young black boys, tall. One, he said, was 6 feet, medium built, fine, had the jeans down, hanging past his waist, past his butt, looking at him when he was out going to the store, flagging them down, man. They out on the stroll flagging dicks down. These dope-selling men out there dressed like thugs, selling crack, trying to get money for crack, is also out there trying to sell some dick / crack, sell some head.
Oh, no.
Let them know they will, that just like they got these signs that I will work for food, let them know they will fuck for food. They will suck a dick for some food. They will suck a dick for some money. And they out there rationing out the dick and the nuts, rationing out the throat. Now, a lot of these men got girlfriends and babies at home. But this one told my friend last night, I just like to suck dicks. And I will suck your dick for whatever you give me. It was no particular amount that he had in mind. He's like, whatever you can scrape up and give me, I will take it. Hell, I'll suck your dick for nothing because I likes to suck dicks. That's what this young, good-looking boy that you would not think was gay told my friend, and he said he bypassed it. So I'm like, damn, they are out there actually offering the dick up, negotiating some kind of fee, or actually like a damn handicap basket case, man. Whatever you can scrounge up. I guess they got a little basket in their pocket or something where they holding up with a sign saying that they will suck a dick up until they hiccup for a fee, or just a piece of bread, a sandwich or something. See, it's gotten to that point. And that's what these gay men and these gay boys need to know, as well as the women need to know.
Well, what do they like to be referred as? Gay, homosexual, or what?
I don't know. I think it depends on who it is. Some call themselves gay. Some of them call themselves homosexual. I don't think it's just one name that fits all. Sometimes society will try to come out mainstream, will try to give you a name.
Right.
But I just go by whatever that individual prefers to be called when I'm dealing with them.
Well, I mean, you know, to say you gay young men, you selling your body for crystal snack and a hamburger. You know, I'm sure that they got mates out there, right?
Not all of them, because like I said about the dog inside of the God. See, that's what we got to understand.
That's where you come to that at.
We got a lot of men that just like to hunt down young boys and put their dick in their asshole and in their mouth. We got a lot of grown men that don't want nobody old or they age. Even these old-ass men hop around here on these sticks with snuff in their mouth and their teeth out, and they got a big wad over here in their damn jaw full of tobacco. Man, it will just fulfill all their dreams that they get one of them young boys around the corner. They'll pull that wad out so quick they act like they hand bent up and feeble and shit, and they all got arthritis and they can't hardly walk. Let one of them young dicks come around the corner. They hear, Pull that jaw or put that tobacco out their jaw and put that whole dick up in their mouth and suck them young boys' dick up. They can get them crippled up ass knees and lift them up or get up out that walker, take that knee brace off their leg and bend over on the bed there and let them young boys fuck them all in the ass and give them all that SSI check and all that damn Social Security. Man, they'll give them all of whatever they want. They'll give it to them. They can have that thrill again, that rush again of having them young boys. You know, they talking about these women, but they say they got a lot of these old men wearing these pampers. And y'all take this how you want.
Pampers?
The old men wearing these damn Depends pampers.
Oh, yeah, I got a friend that a man went up on in the store with a box of them and said, how you wear these? How you put these on?
And they wearing them pampers because they asshole done fell out. The bottom done been knocked out because they done had so many damn huge goddamn King Kong dicks up their ass and can't control their bowels and hold their damn bowels back. So you thinking because them men old and folk feeling sorry for them because they old in the old folk home in a wheelchair and had to have all kind of damn asshole operation.
Now that's
it's really because they done had them dicks.
Them right there. That right there should make them bag up a little bit on being homosexual.
It's not going to make them back up on homosexual because you got to realize you got a lot of women that got bowel problems too because they taking damn 50 feet dicks up their ass, whole damn yards and dicks up all up in their asshole, trying to compete with white girls and trying to compete with the gay boys. So everybody's taking dick up the ass, except me. Now I don't want to try that right there. I don't want to have no bowel problem, have no damn intestine problem. Have no damn sit down problem.
Well, I don't do that either.
I just talk about this. I'm not bold enough to go there.
I don't want to go there.
But now there are health risks because the rectum and the anus is not designed for no dick to go up in it.
It's not made for
It's designed for waste to come out of it.
Out of it.
Okay, but it doesn't matter because people are still doing it. So naturally, you're going to have health problems by taking peanut, whether you male or female. Taking when you look at the history, you look at the Bible, homosexuals have always been here. This ain't nothing new. And they've been they have actually have pictures, murals, where the Romans and other cultures have drawn out the 69 poses, a man going up a man's rectum while another one's performing oral sex on his penis, one in the mouth. So this is not new. This has always gone on. I think it's passed on genetically, too, spiritually, because this man was telling me that the same man that'll sweat when he see a dick, well, he has a little boy violated, say he in a walker or like in a stroller. So he probably about a couple of years old. He said he didn't want to deal with him because even though he's a gay man, he has some kind of morals. He has some ethics about what he does and how he do it. And he said that he was with the man, and the man told him he want to suck his dick real quick. And the boy, he was babysitting the little boy, and the little boy sitting there in the stroller, and he would have seen it. And he said, no, I don't want to do that in front of the baby. He said, oh, he's just a baby. He don't know. And he said, you know what? I feel that it's just that deep. Subconsciously, you do. When you see things like that as a baby, you might not know, but you
do.
He said, look, the same way he going around here sucking dicks. He said his daddy is, they say his dad is a homosexual, too. He said he might have been in a stroller when his daddy was doing stuff like that, and he picked it up, and now he going around here and start sweating whenever he see a dick.
That can remember in the womb.
He picking it up, and he consciously don't know where he got this homosexual tendency and his bisexual tendency.
Because he saw it.
But he saw it, and he want to set his son up to be the same way by letting his son be 2 and 3 years old and seeing him when he ain't around his mama, and his mom at work going to the men's house telling the men, let me perform oral sex. And he said, it's a nice looking guy.
But so he did respect his son.
Yeah, he said, and he didn't want to be bothered with him. It turned him off. But see, you got a lot of men around here that just like to suck on other men's dicks. And then you got them that just want to run up in these young boys and use these boys. They don't love them. They don't want to love them. They don't want to have a relationship. So this is what these young gay men need to have in mind. When they going around here trying to get the sperm out of a penis, trying to do everything they can to suck it out and outperform a woman or another man, you really need to know the history and the agenda of that man and what he's looking for. Because that's why we got so many heartbroken gay men and young boys around here, and we got so many men devastated with HIV and so many other diseases because they were willing to do anything for a man. They thought he loved them and he respected them, and he's going to be there for them. And once he get what he want, then he gone on playing them, tricking them, beating them, taking their money, using them.
I mean, you know, it's no different than when they are involved with a female. When it comes to the abuse, after a while, a man with a female, they start to abuse them.
If he don't want her.
Yeah.
If he don't love you, then he's gonna once he get used to the asshole, once he get used to the pussy, once he get used to the head,
right,
he's gonna start disrespecting her. Because he feel like, well, you know, or him, I've gotten what I wanted. I've trained him. I've controlled him. I got them where like I like them. They'll do what I say. Now it's not a challenge anymore.
But yeah, I got this question while we on that. This young lady asked me. She wanted to know why is it that if a man is pursuing a woman, I mean, you know, he's just head set on getting and capturing her attention and getting her affection, winning her affection. And, I mean, he just doing everything, turn flips for her, buy flowers, candy, take her out to dinner, whatever, all the romantic things that women like. And after he goes to bed with her and gets, after the sex act is over, she don't hear from him anymore. There's no more interest. He acts as if he never knew her.
What you mean, he never calls at all?
No, after that, everything cuts off. And a lot of men do that.
But I'm saying, has she tried to contact him?
Well, she's waiting on him to contact her.
How long has it been?
I guess it's been about a month, 2 months.
Okay, does she know where he worked? Does she know where he lived?
Yeah, she knows all of that.
So he's not married?
He pursued her before that.
Because there was something about her that was fascinating, and he wanted to chase her and pursue her, even if he was just wondering what it would be like to get her in bed. So he chased her, he hunted her down.
And she said it has happened before.
Okay, so she has a pattern of being played out of her pussy, basically. Basically, talk her out of her drawers. And they convince her to let them put their dick in her mouth and up in her ass.
But what's the problem? I mean,
like I said, if she's seen this before, and a lot of us have,
yeah,
until we stop the pattern, basically she let people talk out of her pussy. That's just straight up. And it's not them, it's partly them, because they're feeding on her need to be loved, and they're feeding on her insecurity. She's looking for approval and acceptance. And then it's partly her, because her pussy wide open for anybody to fuck her, and her pussy off guard. She ain't got no respect for the pussy. She ain't setting no boundaries up, and she is obviously looking for something in them. See, can't nobody get you unless you got a need, even if the need ain't real. If you imagine that you got a need up here, that there's something that you can't give yourself, that they can give you, and you feel like the only way you can get it is to get it from this person, they're going to sense that and play on it. Because men, I told y'all now, men are natural predators. Men are natural hunters. That is their job. Don't get mad at a man for being a hoe because he's supposed to be a hoe. Before a man picks his woman and walks down the aisle, that is just naturally what he is. He gonna find a way to put his nut in your butt and his balls all up in your jaws, y'all. That's just straight up. And you can't get mad about that. You can't change him for being who he is. All you can do is stop him from being who he is with you. When you know you don't want to be played for a fool, you don't want to be used and abused, you don't want somebody to get in your face and tell you some lies and make you smile and make your heart flutter and make you feel like you got butterflies up in your stomach. Then when he want his dick up in your stomach, he gone. The flower's gone. The late night, good night, baby, I love you call's gone.
Yeah,
opening the door, gone. Going to dinner, can't get enough of you, gone. Because
and then this other lady, she told me, she said that she was going, you know, as you say, the woman that went to the mental institution, you gave that story about her, had gone all this time, you know, preserving herself, looking for spiritual insight, seminars, conventions, and, you know, the typical thing that she went through before she had to break down. There's this other female said that she was gave her life to the Lord, and for 14 years she didn't have sex with nobody. She met this preacher, and he romanced her like romancing the stone. He romanced her, did all of that, opened the door for her, perfect gentleman, everything. And he said that the Lord said, "You gonna be my wife," sent you to me. Come up off the floor now. Come on up.
I mean, how many times have I heard that one?
Take this.